starting. Hello everybody, welcome back to our time for all. Today we are going to be making blackout poems or redacted poetry. A blackout poem is when you take an existing piece of text like a book or a magazine or a newspaper and you select words from that text to create your very own piece of poetry or your very own phrase. This creative exercise has been around since the 18th century when people used to do this on newspapers just for fun, or they would use these poems as gifts. Okay guys, so let's get right onto it. For the first step, you're gonna need a piece of paper and a pencil. The first thing you're gonna do is you're going to read the entire page and you're gonna use the words on the paper to create one single phrase. Once you have your final words, you are gonna have to make a really big window around the words that you will want to use. So if I want to use this part of the phrase, I'm going to scratch the bottom line, scratch the first line, and then I'm going to leave a lot of space at the beginning and the end of my words so that there is a really big window on my text. When you have a single word that you want to make a window around, you're going to scratch the bottom line, you're going to scratch the first letter of the next word, and you are going to scratch off the last letter of the last word, and then leave as much space around it. You can always make your windows smaller, but if you cross over the word that you're interested in, you're not going to be able to save that. You're going to do this same step of making a really big window on each one of the words that you want to use. I have all the words that I'm going to be using. The next step will be to erase those extra pencil lines that I have, making my windows dirty. Once I am done marking all of my really big windows, I'm going to double check that none of my letters are crossed out. And the next thing I'm going to do is, with one of my markers, I'm going to outline those windows before I do my background. When you are going over your windows with your marker, be very careful and make sure that your window is as big as possible. Okay guys, so now I have my phrase. In my poetry, my phrase is going to say, "Up, get up now. He had a funny feeling he'd had the same dream before. He got slowly out of bed and found a pair of spiders." So my text is talking about spiders, and now I'm going to design my background with something related to what I'm talking about. So in my case, I'm going to do some spiders. In your case, depending on what your poem is talking about, you're going to design a background for this. All of the other words that are not part of your phrase need to be hidden. All right, so let's get to work. Make sure when you are designing your background that you're not covering any of your windows. When you finish designing your background, you can go ahead and grab your markers and cover all of the background. Once I have finished my background, in my case, I left it very black and white. You can add some color if you prefer to do that. But when you finish your design, it is very important to erase all of your leftover pencil lines to have a clean project. And then for the last step, we are gonna make our words pop out. In my case, for example, these are all just in black and white. So I'm gonna give them an extra shadow on the boxes on the left side and at the bottom. You could incorporate color on your windows or leave them empty like this one and get very creative. Okay, you guys, so these are some examples of Blackout poems. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do this project, please let me know in the comments how did it go. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Bye.